Welcome back to the deep dive. So if you've been relying on affiliate marketing income, you know the game has fundamentally changed.
It really has.
I mean, we're squarely in 2025 now, and the landscape, it's just ferocious. Competition is everywhere. Platform rules are tightening up, it feels like, every week.
And ad costs are just going through the roof.
Exactly. And that organic reach that used to be so reliable, let's be honest, it's in a serious decline across every single major platform. The old methods are just, they're leaving a lot of people stuck.
It's true. The old playbook, the one that said just drop a link and wait for the commissions to roll in,
Yeah.
that's completely obsolete.
Totally.
But here's where it gets really interesting. While, the majority are struggling with all this volatility, there is a small, resilient percentage who are quietly scaling.
Past the six-figure mark.
That's the six-figure mark. And they're using systems that are, honestly, surprisingly simple. They're low hype and built entirely around stability.
Okay, so that's the big question, right? What separates those quiet scalers from everyone else? We've distilled their wisdom, their whole approach into what we're calling the affiliate transformation blueprint.
Yep.
And our mission today is to just pull out the core principles, the exact solutions they use to turn today's big obstacles into growth accelerators. We want to show you how to build a stable, thriving, and genuinely future-proof affiliate business. Okay. Let's unpack this.
The transformation, it really begins not with some new tool, but with repositioning your entire business structure.
Okay.
So the first major point is dominating a micro niche.
You see this all the time. The traditional broad niches, health, wealth, travel, they're utterly saturated.
Yeah.
If you try to compete as just a travel blogger, you're going to drown in noise.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
That's the critical shift. The resilient affiliate doesn't even try to compete broadly. They identify this tiny sliver of the market where they can become the definitive voice.
So instead of just fitness tips.
Right. Instead of that, they specialize in, say, strength training for nurses who work 12-hour shifts, or maybe 10-minute home workouts for busy single dads. Super specific.
Okay, but I have to challenge this, though.
Go for it.
For a listener who's focused on scaling, doesn't going that deep into a micro niche dramatically limit your overall market potential? I mean, isn't that scary for someone focused on generating serious volume?
It is, and that's a really common and, logical fear.
Yeah.
But it kind of misunderstands the power of authority.
How so?
The transformation principle here is key.
Mm-hmm.
Small niches create big authority. And big authority, it creates easy conversions. So yeah, the audience is smaller, but your competition essentially disappears. When you become the only solution for a highly specific problem, that audience trusts you implicitly. They buy faster, they buy more often, and that just radically improves your profitability.
That makes perfect sense. You're trading low conversion on high volume for high conversion on manageable volume.
Exactly.
So once they've nailed that niche, the next challenge is actually reaching them, right? Especially with organic reach just fading everywhere. The answer, according to the blueprint, isn't just making more content.
Absolutely not. It's about content efficiency through aggressive repurposing. You just can't afford to create something from scratch for TikTok, then another thing for Instagram, then a whole new thing for YouTube.
It's exhausting.
It is.
Yeah.
So high earners, they identify one comprehensive long-form asset, we call it a pillar post or a detailed masterclass video, and they treat that as the source code.
And a pillar post, for anyone who's not familiar, is basically the definitive best guide you can possibly create on a specific topic.
Precisely. And then that single asset is systematically broken down into dozens of smaller formats.
Like what?
Like 6 to 8 short-form vertical videos, an Instagram carousel, a dedicated email newsletter series, a Pinterest pin. You name it.
So you get omnipresence. You're basically everywhere your audience is, but you've only done the heavy lifting once.
Yes.
That time saving alone must be transformative.
It really is. The principle is simple. Be everywhere your audience is without creating content from scratch. That consistency is how you maximize the lifetime value of every single hour you work.
And to make all that content actually stick, the third pillar here is about visibility. We have to talk about faceless affiliate brands. They seem to be struggling, mostly because trust is just plummeting.
They are struggling because people don't buy from logos.
Right.
They buy from people. When consumer skepticism is at an all-time high, the successful affiliate is building a personality-driven brand. They have to show their face, share their story, their journey, their actual results. And this is important. even their mistakes.
That transparency is what makes you relatable and credible. It becomes your ultimate differentiator, you know?
It is.
You're connecting your personality to your unique value proposition. So instead of just best running shoes, your honest tech reviews tested in real life, even if I break the product.
Your personality is your most powerful differentiator.
Yeah.
It is the protective moat around your business. You form that emotional connection with the buyer long before they ever see the vendor's page.
That naturally takes us into our next segment, which is all about shifting control and creating stability by owning your own ecosystem.
Yeah.
Let's tackle rising ad costs first, because that's just killing margins for affiliates trying to scale.
It is. And trying to send cold paid traffic directly to an affiliate link is almost always a losing proposition now. The resilient affiliate, they don't rely on links. They build simple funnels to warm prospects up.
And that's a threefold process.
It is. A lead magnet to capture that all-important email, a nurturing sequence to build trust, and then a bridge page.
Okay, let's focus on that bridge page for a second. If I'm trying to be quick and efficient, why would I bother with the bridge page? Why not just send them straight to the vendor and, skip the extra step? It feels like unnecessary friction.
It does feel like friction, but it's actually essential control. The bridge page gives you a chance to pre-sell the specific offer, to address potential objections, and to clearly set expectations based on your unique experience.
So you're framing the product.
You're framing it. It's the place you articulate why you, the trusted curator, recommend this product for this specific audience. You control the narrative, which dramatically increases conversion once they finally hit the vendor's site.
And the ultimate goal there is grabbing that email address.
Exactly. The transformation principle is this. The email list becomes your long-term profit engine. You own that list. You're completely insulated from algorithm shifts, ad platform bans, whatever Google or TikTok decides to do next week.
That idea of platform control, it ties directly into future-proofing, right? We've seen major platforms flagging, restricting, or just outright banning accounts that push affiliate links too aggressively.
The risk of that isn't hypothetical anymore.
No.
It's basically guaranteed.
So to future-proof, you have to stop building your house on rented land. This means owning a central content hub, a blog, or a primary website, and then cultivating that email list, maybe hosting a private community, and having a resource library.
So if the social media platform you relied on disappears tomorrow or changes its rules, your business still functions. Your business is fine because you control the communication channels.
The principle is all about stability.
It is. The less you rely on a single platform, the more stable your business becomes.
And stability also requires traffic diversification. I mean, if you are 100% reliant on Instagram Reels, you are one quick algorithm update away from zero income.
That's a terrifying place to be. You need backup options. You need lower risk traffic streams running in the background, like dedicated SEO, YouTube, Pinterest, maybe even some small retargeting ad campaigns.
But beyond just getting the traffic, you have to track it accurately. And this is where it gets a little technical, right? Implementing custom tracking system.
It does, but it's critical.
Okay, this is a point that our audience needs simplified. We're talking about implementing UTM parameters, link cloaking, and first-party pixels. So for listeners who aren't super technical, what exactly are those things and why are they mandatory for survival today?
That's a great question, because this affects your revenue directly. So UTM parameters are basically little tags you add to the end of your link that tell you exactly where a click came from.
Okay.
Which specific YouTube video, which email, which ad. This lets you scale what works and just kill what doesn't.
So it tells you the sale came from the blue Instagram story I posted last Tuesday, not just from Instagram.
Exactly. Now, first-party pixels are even more crucial. Because of all the privacy rules and the death of third-party cookies, standard tracking is often really inaccurate. A first-party pixel means you are collecting data on your own domain with user consent.
Ah, okay.
Which makes your conversion tracking incredibly reliable and protects your commissions from being lost or, misattributed. The principle here is just non-negotiable. Control your tracking, control your revenue.
Absolutely critical. Okay, let's move our focus to the trust economy, because at the end of the day, that is the currency that actually converts. This means becoming a trusted curator, not just a seller.
Consumers are exhausted. They're exhausted by low-effort, fake reviews, and content that just smells like it was churned out by AI. Authenticity is no longer a nice-to-have. It is the ultimate competitive edge. The best affiliates don't just sell, they curate. They offer genuine comparisons, real-world test results, transparent pros and cons.
And the one element that really seals the deal, the thing that builds the most goodwill, is telling your audience exactly who the product is not for.
Yes. That honesty immediately separates you from the 99% who are just chasing a commission.
It's so powerful.
When you tell someone not to buy something, you earn a lifetime of trust from them.
Yeah.
The principle is just, well, it's powerful. Trust converts better than hype, and transparency converts better than persuasion. It positions you as the most authentic source in your niche.
This requires a big change in mindset, though. You're moving away from creating volume and toward creating what you call trust assets.
Right.
The internet is flooded with low-effort content, so what actually defines a trust asset?
Okay, so a generic piece of content uses stock photos, it summarizes features from the sales page, and it uses, like, canned headlines. A trust asset is verifiable evidence.
Evidence.
Yeah, a real case study, a side-by-side product shootout using your own screen recordings. Or my personal favorite, I tested this for 30 days, and here are the unexpected results.
These are pieces of content that only you can create. They require real effort, real time, real investment.
And that's why they work. The blueprint is extremely clear on this. One high-quality trust asset beats 50 generic blog posts. That shifts your focus from volume quotas to quality impact.
And to create those high-impact assets efficiently, the resilient affiliate doesn't try to master everything. The blueprint suggests skill stacking, focusing on just 5 skills.
This is the fastest path to long-term freedom because these 5 skills, keyword research, on-page SEO, content optimization, email list building, and analytics CRO, they all work together, synergistically.
Why those 5 specifically? Why not, advanced video editing or paid ads management or something else?
Because these 5 skills give you ownership and sustainable traffic without constant cash investment. Keyword research and SEO drive owned, free traffic. Email list building ensures you keep that traffic.
Okay.
And analytics CRO, that's conversion rate optimization, that means making more money from the visitors you already have. You don't need more traffic if you can double your conversion rate on your existing traffic.
That focus on efficiency just eliminates all the guesswork and massively increases your profit per visitor. Okay, let's talk about the actual money, protecting cash flow.
You have to be extremely selective about your partnerships. Scaling is impossible if your income is volatile.
So what do you look for?
You look for partners offering recurring commissions, long cookies like 60 to 90 days or more, and consistent, transparent payouts. Quality partnerships make scaling predictable.
And even with great partners, cash flow can be a killer for new affiliates, right? Because payouts can take 30 to 90 days. You need money now to fund the growth we're talking about.
The fix is to mix your offers. You need a blend.
A blend of what?
Fast-paying products to stabilize your short-term cash, recurring SaaS or subscription offers for that long-term stability, and high-ticket items for leverage scaling. Cash flow fuels scaling. Recurring revenue fuels freedom.
And finally, we have to talk about AI. It's here, and affiliates need to use it, but not as a replacement for the human element.
The rule is so simple and powerful.
Yeah.
Use AI as an accelerator, not a crutch.
An accelerator.
Yes. Use it to speed up your research, draft detailed outlines, summarize data, repurpose content formats quickly. It saves an enormous amount of time.
But the essential, unbeatable addition is your unique human insight.
That's it.
Your specific opinions, your real-world test results, your personal photos and screenshots, your authentic experience. That is the layer AI just cannot replicate.
And when you combine the speed of AI with the trust of human insight, you create exceptional content that ranks, converts, and builds authority. AI plus human insight equals exceptional content.
This entire blueprint, from dominating a micro-niche, building owned assets like your email list, to prioritizing human authenticity and high-impact skills, it really shows that affiliate marketing isn't dying.
Not at all.
It's just evolving into a much more stable, professional business model.
Success today belongs to those who adapt, to those who niche down, who prioritize trust over hype, and who build robust, measurable systems. These principles aren't just for scaling. They're the foundation for business freedom.
And if these high-impact transformational strategies resonate with you, and you're ready to stop relying on luck and start implementing these proven systems to build that stable, thriving business, we want to give you a clear next step.
The experts who compiled this blueprint, they understand that these strategies require focused execution. So they put together a completely free, high-ticket affiliate training masterclass and workbook.
What's it designed to do?
It's designed to help you immediately start implementing these high-impact systems we just discussed today.
This is your focused training on scaling these exact resilience strategies. So to get instant access to that free masterclass and the workbook, You just need to visit one simple URL right now.
That URL is www.highticketaffiliate101.com. So that's 3 words run together. highticketaffiliate101.com. Go grab that training and start implementing these concepts today.
Get the training, start your transformation, and begin building the resilient business we talked about. Again, that URL is www.highticketaffiliate101.com.
And as you start focusing on these high-quality strategies, especially the necessity of creating those trust assets, consider this thought for the week. Since the blueprint emphasizes that one high-quality trust asset beats 50 generic blog posts, and authenticity and real-world testing are your most valuable resources, how much time should you truly dedicate to gathering that verifiable evidence?
The screenshots, the 30-day tests?
Exactly. Versus just creating high volume. What is being the most authentic truly demand of your schedule? And are you prepared to pay that price for ultimate scale? Something to chew on as you start your transformation.